Welcome to Central and Eastern European Day at Print09. I'm Kip Smythe, I'm Vice President of Global Programs for NPES, and it's our pleasure to have you here this morning, bright and early, on a beautiful day in Chicago. We first did this study in 2006. It was published in 2007. It said the world market for print was about $610 billion in 2006, and said it was going to go up to about $721 billion by 2011. And then, of course, we had the global recession. So the forecasts were wrong. The trend information was probably correct, but the actual numbers of how big the market was going to be over the 5-year period was inaccurate. So we threw a few more dollars at the consultant that did the study for us, Pyra in the UK, and just this past Friday, a week ago Friday, which is 7 or 8 days ago, we got the updated results. And here they are. In 2008, the market worldwide for printing, this is ink on paper, toner on paper, was $700 billion. It broke out with North America being the largest segment of that at about 30%. And today, since we're focusing on Eastern Europe, we see that Eastern Europe was relatively small at 3.4%. But the key point here is, even though it's small, it's growing. It's growing at a substantial rate, about 1% over the period of the study, up to 4.3%. So the total market's going to grow to 725 by 2014. But of course, along that path, we have 2009, where we have a significant dip, and then we start seeing some growth as we go out into 2014. If we look at it regionally, again, North America being the largest, but in terms of the fastest growing region in the world over the time period of the study, it was Central and Eastern Europe, okay? From 2000 to 2008, it grew at a 232% rate, okay? And now, when you look at the whole region together, it's a $23.6 billion marketplace. So it's a sizable market, a good place for manufacturers of print equipment and supplies to be. And going out into the future, to 2014, it's still going to grow, and it'll still be the fastest growing region in the world at about 57.1%. So if you're a manufacturer in this industry, you need to be looking at this part of the world. Just to show you the impact of the global recession on the printing industry, we had the consultant show us what the percentage change would have been with the old study and with the new study. And as you can see, every region of the world took a hit. And the old study said it was going to be about 12.3% growth. For Western Europe, only 2.4% from 2006 to 2011 now. Especially in Eastern Europe, not as bad. They forecast 51% growth, but it's still growing 38% over the region. So again, this area is not experiencing quite the problems that we had in North America. The study identified 9 key markets that companies should focus on if they're selling printing machinery, printing supplies around the world. And 4 of them are in the region we're talking about today: Russia, Poland, Turkey, and the Ukraine. Some people may debate that Turkey's a part of Central or Eastern Europe, but in the study it was done there. If you focus on those 9 countries, you're looking at about a 3.6 billion people market. Where there are people, where there is literacy, then there's a lot of printing, so good focus. If you look at those 9 markets, you'll see that the market value will rise by about $70 billion over the period of this study. So again, you could focus on 9 markets and be looking at a growth market of about $70 billion. In terms of some other statistics there, I'm not going to go over all of these. It just reiterates what I've already said. Population is growing. The print market per capita is growing. The print markets themselves are growing. So focus on Eastern Europe, and there should be some success for your business going forward. Just to point out each country quickly, Russia has a literacy rate of 99.2%, going up to 99.4%. Those are the latest statistics on that. And again, the total market for print being about $7.9 billion, going to 13 at a 70% rate. So fantastic growth over the 5-year period to 2014. Similarly, but not exactly similarly, in Poland we have a higher literacy rate. Almost 100% of the population is literate. And what we see there is it looks like the market went down, but it really didn't go down, because this study is done in dollars. It takes the local currency and converts it to dollars. The Polish zloty went down significantly, about 25%, Artur? More than 20, yeah. So if you took in the currency, or if you looked at it in the local currency, it's probably growing about 20% there in Poland, when you look at it in their own local currency. Now, that's one of the problems of trying to convert things to dollars when you have currency fluctuations. Turkey, growing from 4.2 billion to about 5.2 billion at a 24.6% clip over the period of the study. And finally, the Ukraine, going from about 975 million to about 1.2 billion. So again, these are the key growth markets to focus on as we go forward. If you looked at the world, I always say the focus is shifting from the west to the east and from the north to the south. North America is bigger, Western Europe is bigger, Japan is bigger, but they're flat or declining, whereas the rest of the world, especially Central Europe, Asia Pacific, Latin America, are all growing. So, with that as background, I'd like now to call Artur Jejic up to the podium, and he's going to give us an overview of the Polish market.